What is up, everybody? This is going to be a video response to my last video on consistent carry and the ethics of carry. What I wanted to respond to, there was comments by the Haas and another individual. First one, actually it was the most recent comment as I'm making this video. The person commenting said that I should never carry because I analyze things too much, and a gunfight is a time for action, not reaction, as I seem to give evidence of. You might be right. You might just be right. What I would like to say though is that whenever you're not in a gunfight, or if something's happened recently, there's a time for discussion, I think, and a time for education, and that is what we're doing here. Trying to inform ourselves so we have the greater information, and trying to train ourselves so that we can act correctly in a time for action. But thank you very much for the comment, and I definitely take note of your criticism, and I'm not saying that you're wrong. The other one that I'm going to go ahead and respond to on here is the Haas USMC, old-time friend here. I think you may have misunderstood my comment when I said that I would leave the area if I see someone printing. Here's the thing. You don't know what a person's skills, abilities, or intentions are whenever you notice that they're carrying a firearm. Now, granted, the psychopathic person the psychopathic person who's going to be shooting up the place probably isn't going to have the weapon properly holstered or things like that. It's not a matter of bias against people who choose to carry a firearm. It is just a matter of not being aware of a person's skill. And if they demonstrate, one, that they don't have the skills to conceal a firearm correctly, then that's the only information that I have to go on to judge their other skills in the employment of that firearm should the worst possible case thing happen. It's not a matter of, I don't think people should carry or whatever. I think that if a person wishes to carry a firearm or a weapon of any sort, I have no right whatsoever to stop them or to interfere with them doing so. That's fine. Have at it. Do what you want. But if I'm uncomfortable based on the information that I have, then don't expect me to stay there. It's as simple as that. Do I think everyone should carry now? And I know the Haas, as well as gun websites and several other coalitions are very strong in believing that everyone should carry. And I don't think it's for everyone. If a person isn't comfortable with a firearm, then you shouldn't have to carry. I wish it wasn't necessary. I wish we lived in such a civilized society that it wasn't even necessary. But unfortunately, there is evil, and it is an ignorant coward who doesn't acknowledge that evil does exist, and the only way to answer evil, violence, and force is with good interaction. Okay, and I firmly believe that. So hopefully that answers to what the Haas has to say. I mean, that other video is still cooking, and I'm putting this one up a lot sooner than I was planning on putting up my next video, but I didn't want any sort of misunderstandings to continue. A person can do what they want. I mean, even if, let's say that person is completely unskilled, they don't know how to have a firearm correctly holstered, and it's sticking out, and you can read the damn serial numbers through their shorts. Okay, I don't care. Do what you want, but I may be having the wife cut her trip to Bath and Body Works a little bit short, and we're gonna head the other way. That's all, because it's all I have to go on. I don't like crowds anyway. But the things that I enjoy usually entail crowds. So why in a situation where I don't like crowds am I going to further propagate that? I mean, it's just my own personal preference. My friends and stuff, they carry. If somebody wants to come into my house, I'm not going to shake them down or search them or whatever. I'm not going to stop a person from carrying a firearm into my house. It doesn't, that's a different story. I mean, that's a totally different story. And the people that I know of and the people that I interact with, they're very good at concealing their firearm. That's all there is to it. And I know them, and I know their skills, and I know their abilities. But I wouldn't disarm a person. It's not my place. It's not my business. And I especially wouldn't disarm them in my home. If they're in my home for friendly purposes, there is no way, shape, or form that I would leave that person defenseless. It doesn't make sense. One, I believe when you do leave a person defenseless, well, their defense at that point becomes your responsibility. Your liability is them, and my skills aren't quite there that I believe that I could disarm everyone and I can take care of everything. That's not my place. I don't know. But yes, Haas, to answer your other question, it is a discussion. Because it's one that while it's very easy, the longer you're in the business of firearms and stuff like that, it seems obvious and it's not a big deal, and it's taken for granted that we carry and we have a firearm on us. But not everybody is at that level, and not everybody is into it just yet. I mean, there are people watching my last vid who are considering perhaps buying their first firearm. They're just now going for a CCW or whatever it's called in their particular state for carry, and so there's all different levels, and it's a discussion worth having, because it's one. The more we're educated on it, the more we can answer the people that may be opposed to it, and the more we can be better prepared to make our logical case. Okay, and that's the point in all of it. And I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing that we're able to talk about these things. So hopefully this video helps, and I am definitely aware that the great philosopher shall not be infringed once said that if you have to make an explanation video, then your original video wasn't worth a shit, but I guess I'll just have to live with that. Alright, y'all take care and be safe, and we'll see you soon.